Alright folks, I am back finally to talk about Super Sentai. Sadly, no, I did not watch the end of Kara Major. Yeah, I haven't seen the ending of it, so that sucks. I have 20 episodes to go. Anyways, we're talking about now Kikai Sentai Zenkaija. And I figured out how to actually turn it into a Power Ranger season. So anyways, first things first is we gotta do some nice little patent work. Hopefully I won't get screwed over because I only have a few minutes. Anyways, so the head leader, the White Ranger, Red Ranger, actually has two parents who figured out that there's parallel worlds, universes around them. And sadly, on the day, I'm pretty sure they perished, but technically, when it comes straight down to it, it's like some years later, decades later, it's revealed that they are true, and they actually made precautions. Yeah, it's like, yeah, so they have a secret base that they need to tell the mother, the grandmother, or the son about. They only just told the bird who activates when danger happened. And yep, it's like as if it's either the pirate, not a pirate, the parrot from Go Kaijers, or it's the freaking bird from Time Force, aka Time Ranger. More like the parrot from Go Kaiger. Definitely more like that. So we get like the friendly guy, which I should learn his name. But anyways, let's just say the White Ranger. He actually is friendly and he welcomed the Kikaiger noids or roids. Yeah, and of course, well, they have a hierarchy, so the bad guys, the ones who are top cats, are there too, and they didn't want to make a move until much later. And it's like, okay, sure. So, of course, we have the Rangers that we're going to see. We see where mostly everyone is except for the Yellow Ranger. We see the Red Ranger loves to party or figure out how to party and stuff. So he was at a cookout, and sadly, they misunderstood what he was going to do. He was going to take a rock and throw it at the dude, but they were like, oh no, they're going to throw it at our friend down who's actually down on the floor. It's like, the frick, dude. It's like, the freak, dude. It's like, don't freak out. It's like, see what he does first, then run away. Damn, actions speak louder than words, or um I don't know. Anyways, frigate. So we see the Blue Ranger actually sadly working for the bad guys, and we see the Pink Ranger who got an interview when she didn't want to be interviewed. But bum. And Yellow Ranger, we have no. I think he might have been in the episode, but I didn't see him. So the White Ranger actually went against the guy, and the first bad guy just straight up just pimp slapped him away. It's like he got pimp slapped away, and the second in command slash yeah, just the second in command or something, he actually pimp slapped the Red Ranger into trash too. It's like they both landed in trash, and then eventually they found a base, secret base. He got a morpher, he got the other morpher, and he gave it to the Red Ranger, which is kind of like, oh, how convenient. But it's like, yeah, there you go. So they all fought together, and we get to see the powers of the gears. And lo and behold, how they actually got the gears is freaking kind of messed up and frightening. You're like, oh my gosh, did they actually flatten the freaking planet? It's like, yeah, did he flatten the planet, or did he just flatten the Red Ranger in each one? It's like, oh my God. It's like, yeah, mass freaking killing. It's like, and I would love to actually tell you how it's going to play out with Power Rangers, which I'm going to tell you eventually as soon as I get through this episode. So they fight together. They show us exactly what happens with the Zyuohger. Yeah, the Zyuohger, I'm going to call it metal, even though I'm pretty sure it's gear, and the Ninja gear. So we get to see what happens there. It's like, oh, that's pretty kind of cool. It's like, yeah, especially to get the specials and stuff. I thought that they also summons the Rangers who actually will fight with you. It's like, no, that's too much. It's like, yeah, that's too much to get Rangers fighting with them. That's too much. So eventually they summoned one big freaking robot, and it's like, oh, great. And well, the good news is that the Red Ranger is able to turn big, and he has a beast mode, and he's able to actually just be big and fight his normal mode. Of course, the morphs are pretty different from being civilian to, like you will figure, what in Power Ranger fashion, in Sentai fashion. So then now they're actually together. They're now gonna hang together and they're gonna protect this world. And that's freaking episode 1. Let me just look to check to see how. Oh, good. I have decent time. Okay. How can they turn this by this alone? It's simple. Because previous, if you don't know, when I said for crap, I just said their name and I forgot their name. Kara Major, that's it. Kara Major, I would say, is a continuation of the Zeo crystals. The fact of the Zeo crystals turns out to be sentient this whole entire time, and it came from what? The freaking world that got us these freaking new rangers or the vehicles and such. There we go. That's easy. This one most likely will follow suit. It's like, wow, so we're following suit on the whole Zeo heavy content. Of course, like this time, well, it turns out that King Mondo is not the only head honcho around here. It looks like it's more freaking machine empires than what you expect. You know, it's like there's many in history, there's many freaking empires that happen at the same time. So why not they actually have like a distant relative who's like, say what? It's like, yeah, it turns out that King Mondo died. Like, what? Since when? How? It's like, yeah, this wave is coming right at us right now, sir. What should we do? It's like, oh, crap, this wave. Get it to him? Yes, sir. We actually analyzed it and everything. Put up the shields. There you go. And they got saved from the Z wave, the sacrificial wave. And then we get to the point of being like, he wants freaking revenge. So he's going out for every single Power Ranger they can ever do. In this case, he basically is stretching the whole entire thing, even though when it comes to Power Rangers, we now have 3 universes. So we could even just make it like this is the 4th universe, where the 4th universe, everyone is together. Or technically, I don't know. It's like, yeah, we could say that there's lots of universes now. There's lots of universes. Like lots of universes with everyone separate. And that's how I kind of explain this one, where I'm like, yeah, they have lots of universes that are parallel. But of course, you'll be like, oh, but Gokaigers basically said everyone is together. They're in one freaking Earth. And I'm like, well, that's one of their own. Gokaiger is the one where actually has all of them in one specific location. There you go. So it's like it doesn't break anything, being like, yeah, so Gokaiger has all of the Rangers in it. Meanwhile, the other ones have just single Rangers in them alone. So it's like, there you go. That works out, right? We're good. It's like, we good? Even though technically Ninja is also the same way too, in a way. And plus, it's not really to say that, oh, it couldn't be like parallel universes of where, but I think they specifically said that, yeah, they're all parallel universes. But I'm just saying there's some that could actually still be in the same universe, though. Like, Ninja has to be in the same universe as the other ninjas, as in Kaku Ranger and Hurricaneger. They all share the same universe. And then of course Go Busters share the same universe as the other Dino Rangers, which the Dino Rangers, the Dino Sentais themselves, also will be linked in. So it's a lot of thing to clean up, but it's like, it's good that it's like there's not a lot of universes out there instead of just being like, oh, there's 45 universes. But they could actually say at any time it is. But even so, it's like, it still works to where it's like, yeah, those universes have, you know, and it works because it's like, yeah, each universe has whatever they want. Gokaiger gets to have all these Super Sentai teams in it. And like, for instance, like I said, Ninja, then that means that they have like 3 Super Sentai teams in one. How much time do I have left? Okay, good. I have a little bit more. Thank God. All right. So, yeah, so King Mondo died. His brother or cousin or whatever you want to make him is like, oh, what the fuck? And he wants revenge. So basically what he's doing is just taking the Ranger's power and using it for his own evil means. Because technically King Mondo never actually wanted the Zeo crystals, am I right? No, he just wanted to conquer the world. He just wanted to conquer Earth. And it's like, well, he's going to do what King Mondo didn't want to do, couldn't do, which is conquer Earth. Not only that, he actually wants to maybe even destroy Earth for what the fuck just happened. And then you'll be like, okay, then who gave them the powers though? Who gave them the powers? And it's like, that's a good question. I guess it will be just man-made. Why not? Forget it's man-made. At this case, it's like, if you could do nicey, I would love it if you maybe could just bring Billy back. Yeah, bring this. Billy is the one who actually did all the weapons and stuff. I mean, yeah, we could make it that we could do Kendall and Haley. It could just be the fact of where it's like a spinoff, but this is actually supposed to be this is an anniversary special. So it's like, why the frick? Well, season. It's like, why the frick are we going to be like, oh yeah, well, we shouldn't bring back Billy though. It's not a good idea to bring back David Yost. And it's like, it's always been a good idea. Ever since Super Mega Force, it was a good idea to bring him back at least that one episode. I'm not saying that David Yost should be there in every single episode. I'm trying to say that he should be in certain bits, film certain scenes with him in it, being like, yeah, so he made it and stuff like that. He was in Aquatar. He sent it because they did work with him because, well, of course, he knows different worlds and stuff. So it's like, yeah, of course they would do it. It could be that, or it could just be the fact of where maybe he's actually, nah, that wouldn't work though. But like, yeah, he's Billy's son. It's like, that will not work. Or Billy's grandson at this point. It's like, yeah, but it won't work because Billy most likely married that Aquatarian. And it's like, yeah, how do you explain the fact of he's still looking human? So it's like, yeah, that won't work. So at least it's like maybe colleagues wise. Yeah. It's either that or there's going to be kind of like lazy and be like, oh, Dr. K helped or Kendall helped. And it's like, I wanted to actually be like something interesting. Okay, so that's about all that's really needed to be said about that. Now, as for the voice actors for the four Rangers, this is going to be very fun. I'm saying we should bring back the old Rangers of those certain seasons. So that means that Jason and or Rocky, I'm kind of now leaning towards Rocky. I'm like, he doesn't get to have much, does he? He got Power Rangers Zeo, got kind of kicked out of Power Rangers Turbo, and didn't get Forever Red. So it's like, this could actually be the opportunity to give him what he kind of deserves. A nice little deeming factor of being like, there you go, man. You get to have your own season, just like how Jason kind of got 2 seasons. He kind of did. Well, actually, he got like a bunch of cameos. So it's like, yeah, Rocky never got any cameos. Yeah, he just only got to have Zeo Ranger Blue and Mighty Morphin Red Ranger. Even then, he didn't do much with the Power Sword either. So it's like, there you go. I think he could do voice acting. He'll be perfectly fine. There you go. Awesome. If we can get Jason, awesome. It's like, it works both ways. It's good. Operation Oversight Blue Ranger, that might work. I think it'll be good. I forgot. It's like, I don't remember their name, so sue me. Mystic Force Pink Ranger might work, but she seems a little bit different. So it's like, you might have to cheat and basically be like, nah, we'll get the sister who plays the sister. I mean, I'm not sure if the Pink Ranger's actress or / actor could actually play as a girly girl. She might be able to, but I'm not sure. So it's like, yes, you can get her, and that'll be awesome. But if she can't do it, it's okay to get the Blue Ranger from Mystic Force. I wouldn't hate you for it. Now, the only messed up part is what we're going to do about the Yellow Ranger. It gets very funny and sad where it's like, okay, well, they decided to actually make the Yellow Ranger of Wild Force a girl. That's fine. But at least the good news is we can go with the backup plan and use the Geoger person, because Power Rangers had a Geoger. No, they didn't. I'm saying Geoger. So that means that no, they didn't do that season yet. So we're kind of screwed. We're kind of freaking screwed. It's like they might have to just recast because I don't want to give that Yellow Ranger a freaking male voice. Female voice. Oh my gosh, no. Just no. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what the fuck? You might as well just do the craziest thing ever and just bring Jason David Frank back and just male voice him. People be like, oh my gosh, no. Oh my gosh, no. And I'm like, yeah. It's not that they fucked up. It's just the fact of where it's like, they should have just done Geoger, get it over with, and then we'll have someone for Geoger. Just saying. That works perfectly well. That would have worked out nicely. I guess technically, if we really could go for it, and it'll be kind of like, in quotations, meta, why don't we just get the Power Ranger Ninja Storm Yellow Ranger? I mean, he did sport a lion. I think it would be fine. It's like, yeah, I think it would be perfectly fine. So there you go. Those are the four voices I would actually choose into making this show happen. No, I mean, the good news is that there's no real issue of being like, oh no, but we got to diversify. We got to make sure that everyone's actually, and it's like, oh, in this case, you don't really have to worry about that. It's like, yeah, it's like, it doesn't really matter, does it? The only thing that matters now is just the two humans can't be the same ethnicity. That's the only thing that's really the problem here. I was kind of nudging, but I technically said this for Kara Major, is that the Gold Ranger for Power Rangers Zeo would give them the powers and they would do it again. It's like, I don't really want to do it again. It's like, I don't want to just continue on being like, okay, the next one after that, the Trio Triforia has to come back again and do it. And then again, he has to do it. And again, he has to do it. It's like, I don't want that repeat. I mean, yes, when it came to the original Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin all the way to Turbo, it was all Zordon's freaking doing. One, two. Oh yeah, wait. So yeah, one, two. That doesn't count with Cousin Ninjor. Three, four. So he did it 4 times, which there was some break in the middle of it. So that's good. Yeah, there was a break in the middle of it, both of them. So we're good, right? But anyways, yeah. So I'm cool with the series. I can't wait to continue watching. I'm also going to continue watching right now.